What's up, Gemini Collective? Thank you for joining me for your energy reading. If this is your first time joining me, my name is Keita. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. Y'all forgive me. I'm probably going to slow roll this thing because I've had a full day. And I just got in from we did yoga and sound bath. And then me and my sis found a little late night Indian spot called Thor, which that stood out to me as Thor is represented by lightning and is often associated with the Orisha Shango. So somebody is stepping into their power, taking their power back. Something is changing sudden, like lightning. And there's this song that is coming to mind. It's like thunder and lightning. I have no clue who sings it or what the words to the song are, but we're going to look into the spiritual significance of Thor and the mythological character, and also I'm gonna figure out what that song is. So we're gonna get into that before I pull any cards. I'm gonna be using the tarot as well as the energy oracle to clarify, and also clarifying with the secret language of color cards, because summer, as we are approaching the summer solstice, is all about having more color in your life, more vibrancy, more sunshine, more light, more enlightenment, clarity, and truth. And so I figured the secret language of color cards are befitting of that kind of energy, and it lets you all know which colors you're needing to work with. Happy birthday to my Gemini peeps. It's still y'all season as I am recording this reading. But let's see here. The first thing that came up was Thor and spirituality. Thor is from the Norse saga, so he's part of Norse spiritual mythology. He's the son of Odin the Wise. Odin gave his eye in order to have wisdom. He had two sons, Thor and Loki. Loki is the trickster god, always trying to thwart. So kind of like that Allegra energy in Ifa or amongst the Orisha. And Thor always trying to bring him down a peg or two. Thor's issue is his pride. In fact, in the Marvel comics and in the original Thor movie, that's what brought him to Earth in the first place. His pride, his hubris, Hubris. He saw himself as great and mighty, but that's not what a true ruler is to be. A true ruler is to be humble and compassionate, wise and understanding. Thor learns that and soon is able to return to Asgard because of it. So what does this have to do with spirituality? Thor and Loki are flawed characters. They are flawed and have their own issues. Thor is redeemable and learns humility. Loki doesn't seem to. In fact, in the Avengers, it's because of him that issues arise. So Thor's power is in his humility, basically. And taming his prideful ways. It says Thor learns humility, but he doesn't learn to become a servant. He becomes worthy to wield his hammer. He defends the weak and the powerless, but he doesn't learn to be a true servant. He doesn't learn true humility in the sense of Jesus' humility. Jesus' humility is to make himself nothing in order to glorify God the Father. He makes himself nothing because equality with God isn't something he wishes to use to his own advantage. Thor's still using himself as Odin's son to his advantage. So this is kind of speaking to like Thor not tapping into his Christ consciousness and yet still operating from this manly 3D personality, existence. So he has a level of humility that is in alignment with the 3D, but he has not reached that level of humility that is in alignment with Christ consciousness, and therefore of higher dimensions or of higher consciousness. And so that's Thor's journey, right? True spirituality is knowing this, knowing that you have one who speaks on your behalf to God. Know that you live in grace and power of God, not in your own power, but his true spirituality is knowing from where it comes, God through Jesus. Okay. This is getting into more of a religious than spiritual aspect of connecting with God and Christ. That one that I don't necessarily wholeheartedly agree with, because you do want to operate in Christ consciousness in order to tap into that capacity to be your God self and connect with God within and outside of self. So that's a thing, but that's somebody's journey, and it's relative to this reading in some way. Okay, that song is like thunder and lightning. I promise you, that's all I know. Knock on wood. No? Is that the song? Where does it say it in the lyrics? Y'all give me a second to read this. Okay, this is the song. Knock on Wood by Amy Stewart. I don't want to lose you, this good thing that I got, because if I do, I will surely lose a lot. Because your love is better than any love I know. It's like thunder, lightning. The way you love me is frightening. Oh, you better knock on wood. I'm not superstitious about you, but I can't take no chance. You got me spinning, baby. You know that I'm in a trance, because your love is better than any love I know. Okay, it says it's like thunder and lightning again. It's no secret about it, cause with his loving touch, he sees to it that I get enough. Feel his touch all over. You know it means so much. It's like thunder first, then lightning. The way you love me, it's frightening. So, two things that are, one thing that the song and Thor have in common is the lightning, right? The symbology of lightning. And I have this book that describes the significance of lightning, but I don't have it in front of me, so I'll put that on the description board. But we're going to pull some tarot on this situation, because we got an energy of somebody feeling like they don't want to risk losing a situation, a love connection of some sort. And the love is so potent and powerful and different than what they've ever experienced before, that it actually scares this person. So, and a love like that would scare somebody if they're not used to or acquainted with or operating from the unconditional loving frequency of Christ consciousness. So that makes sense with what was being said about Thor and his level of humility. He still got a ways to go when it comes to being humble. But that's where them ego deaths come in, to get you prepared for, or get us prepared for a higher consciousness, a higher way of living and loving. So Spirit, please clarify this message for the Gemini collective at this time. The Page of Cups. Yeah, this is definitely somebody who's never loved like this before, because the Page of Cups is like being new to this type of love, or like a love connection that is in its infancy. So it's like that initial expression of I really like you, or I love you, or I got a crush on you. Just that new emotional state that's not exactly the most emotionally mature, but definitely somebody wanting to learn, but being humble enough to acknowledge that they're new to this. They're not used to this. It's like thunder and lightning, and the way it makes them feel is actually kind of scary. Having to be vulnerable and romantic and expressive and emotionally expressive and open and creative in their approach to love and romance is new. We had the Page of Cups is the only card that fell out. And in this card here, you have a man. He's out at sea, like a young boy, really. And he ain't got no shirt on. He got a cup that's in his hand and a fish that's jumping out of the water. And you got this sunlight here. So this may be some energy that's going to be very specific to you all with this summer solstice energy that is coming in for us on June. I think summer solstice is on the 20th. At the top of the deck, you have the Nine of Pentacles, a single woman who has standards and is independent and lives by a certain code. She's worked hard and therefore now able to enjoy the fruits of her labor, and she's attractive, and she's definitely one who attracts and does not chase. This is one who she does her, you know what I'm saying? So you got her standing outside with the pentacles at the bottom of her gown, and then she has a bird on her shoulder. The Page of Cups being a messenger, often a messenger with some kind of a romantic message coming forward. And this lady, she has a bird on her shoulder and the sun beaming behind her. There's definitely a message coming in, a little birdie about to put a bug in her ear and tell her what she need to hear type shit. But it's bringing some clarity to her as well with that sun energy in this card as well. So you got the Page of Cups, you got the Nine of Pentacles at the top of the deck, and baby, as a result of her influence coming through with the thunder and the lightning, the Tower, something is going to, and in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot, the Tower card has a bolt of thunder lightning, because thunder is the sound, has a bolt of lightning that strikes a tower, something built on a faulty foundation where truths need to be spoken and something needs to be rebuilt stronger, like built to last, built to have longevity, built on truth and integrity. Secrets being revealed with the Tower card. So you have these two individuals where the Tower is indeed falling, and you got the light of the sun shining on it. As a matter of fact, it looks like that tower was once blocking the light of the sun, but as it is falling, you can see the light of the sun better. So there's definitely truth and clarity coming forward, and you got a feminine energy and a masculine energy falling to the ground. They gonna be all right. Y'all gonna be all right. This truth needs to be exposed. The truth of whatever this situation is, and it's possibly how somebody feels, is coming forward. And I am even more convinced that it's about how somebody feels, because at the bottom of the deck, some maturity has taken place. You got the King of Cups. So you went from the Page of Cups, a boy, to a man expressing himself emotionally. He done went from this little cup with the fish jumping out to a champagne flute. And then you got the light of the moon. So this is someone who's a bit more comfortable with tapping into, exploring, expressing deeper emotion, who comes forward with more emotional intelligence and maturity, more humble, embodying more Christ consciousness, and they're coming forward to speak the truth and bring truth to light in a situation with this Tower card, and it's going to come in suddenly, and it's going to be catalyzing. It's going to change things and shake some shit up, but it is divinely ordained to be so. I'm going to clarify this message with the Energy Oracle deck, Gemini. And then I'm going to get y'all some Secret Language of Color cards. This is interesting. Child, I picked up the deck and literally got the Sun. It was the one card that ended up staying on the table when I picked up the deck to shuffle the cards. So you got all this Sun energy showing up in this summer solstice reading, because the whole point and intention that I set for this reading was to get you guys some clarity about the energy that the summer solstice is bringing forward for you. You're going to get the truth, the communication, the clarity that you need in some situation that was cloudy or where there was illusion, especially as it relates to things of an emotional matter. There's some level of maturity taking place with this Page of Cups to King of Cups, and it is involving this Nine of Pentacles energy, who is very much a independent woman. So you got the Sun here with this woman sitting in this cup, and you got all these expressions of creativity coming from the cup. You got a book, you got some paint brushes, you got I think it's called a cacophony, the old school speaker. You got a baby. There's so many things that can be born and bred of Sun energy when the truth reveals itself, when creative energy is being channeled efficiently, when there's enlightenment taking place. There's so many things that can manifest and can be the creative expression of that type of energy. So this summer solstice is definitely going to be a productive one for the Gemini collective. And at the top of the deck, you got the thinking woman, represented by the number 47. So she's a wise woman. She's an ally. She's the type of person that you want by your side. She's a teacher. She cuts through the bullshit. Like, she's not gonna let you play on her top with no anything. She's one you can kind of intellectually spar with, because she has opinions of her own, and she has done research on certain things where she's able to bring a certain level of knowledge and wisdom to the conversation. She's not a dumb blonde, as they say. And in this image with her, there's one yellow butterfly that I don't think that I've ever noticed, but that speaks to transformation. Butterflies represent transformation, and it being yellow, there's a transformation relative to like the solar plexus and somebody's life force energy and level of confidence. Someone now believing that they can have that they are capable of and should have the confidence to go after. Okay, I had a minor interruption, but we're gonna move forward. We were talking about the thinking woman, right? And she was at the top of the deck, but at the bottom of the deck you have victory. Somebody going for the win. The tower is falling so that truth can be revealed and victory can be won. Somebody sees where their victory is and is channeling their creative energy, their emotions, their knowledge, their wisdom toward bringing truth to light so that they can claim their prize. So you got victory here at the bottom of the deck, represented by the number 28, which represents a 10. A cycle had to end in this individual's life in order to achieve this victory. And that's possibly where this tower comes in at, because if the person is not happy, if the person is in some type of situation where they're living a lie, this connection with this Nine of Pentacles energy, this divine feminine, it's requiring operating in truth and integrity. It's requiring emotional maturity and expression. It's requiring higher consciousness, and it's requiring all of that to move towards victory. I love this. Let's see. Let me clarify this reading with the secret language of color cards. And then I'm going to let y'all get on with enjoying the rest of your birth month, depending upon when you reach this reading. Coral. Allow flow and synchronicity into your life, represented by the number 18, which breaks down to a 9. Yep, that's that end of that cycle. Somebody had not been allowing flow and synchronicity into their life and had been being skeptical and cynical and pessimistic instead of optimistic and confident, like that yellow butterfly describes. But this sun energy is shining light on those dark spaces in this person's life so that they can know the truth. You know, awareness is very important. We have to have awareness in order to begin healing things. You absolutely stand zero chance of healing something that you don't have an awareness needs to be healed. And so that's why doing shadow work and doing light work and balancing the two is important, so that you can bring those things that lie in the dark and have kept you stuck, stagnant, and limited in your life. Bring that shit out into the light so that you can begin to address it, own your shit, heal your shit, so that you can get into flow and stop being controlling and trying to dictate the trajectory of your life, and allowing the divine to step in with this coral energy and bring more flow and synchronicity in your life. Send you signs and synchronicities that prove God's love for you and how things are working in your favor, and literally sending you signs to point you in the right direction. So we got that coral energy, which I'm going to read the message of that from the book. And then you have apricot, rejoice and laugh. This is a lot of orange energy. So it's giving me passionate, intimate, creative, sexual, sacral chakra energy. But it's the softer sides of orange. So it's not like that blaring, loud, bright orange. This is that softer, heart-centered, emotional, passionate, tempered, passioned orange. So if you're not working with your sacral chakra, you definitely want to. I've been working with some sacral chakra crystals: tangerine quartz, orange selenite, carnelian. What else I got that's orange that I've been working with? Because I'm not the only 3. I think I have been working with like 4 of them. Tangerine quartz, carnelian, orange selenite, and if I think of the other one, I'll put it on the community board. But at the bottom of the deck, gray, represented by the number 29. Learn to scan your body. Okay, what I'm getting from this is the more you tap into, or this person taps into, this healing, this clarity, this truth, and move towards victory, it's not going to be easy. There are some things that are needing to be detoxed. There are the effects of the lifestyle this person lived prior to embracing the energy that we see here. And so there's a need for learning to scan your body to see where that healing needs to take place. And with a body scan, you literally can like get in a meditative state and begin with your feet and just put all your focus on your feet and how they feel, and move up to each body part. Your feet, like your toes, the bridge of your feet, your ankles, your shins, your knees, and just see where you may feel a tinge of discomfort. Even an itch could be giving you a sign of some healing that needs to take place in your body, as you are intentional about moving forward in truth and integrity, and from a more elevated, ascended space. And again, if this is not you, this is someone who is attached to your energy in some way. And so there's a body scan that's going going to need to take place. And it's represented by the number 29, which breaks down to an 11 because it's all about mastery. Learning how to master your 3D experience and to heal instead of cope. So it's kind of like giving yourself a metaphysical, like, CAT scan. You know how they put you in the little machine to give you the CAT scan, but you're able to do that through mindful practice and be able to pinpoint, like, the chakras and the things of that nature that are going on within your body energetically that need healing. But this is still some dope energy. What it says, it just says that there's still, even with this victory, there's still work to be done in order to cultivate this happy, healthy, whole, new lifestyle. I said I wanted to read coral, right? And then I'm going to read gray as well. So with coral, again, a variation of the color orange. So you want to work with your orange crystals, orange juice, orange foods to help stabilize and strengthen your sacral chakra. It says coral restores physical vitality with its grounding properties, releasing stress, worry, and anxiety. See things from different points of view with coral and heal a broken heart and unrequited love. Coral also helps bring synchronicity and flow into your life. Visualize crossing a coral bridge to bring more synchronicity and ease into your life. This Page of Cups, King of Cups that's bringing in this tower, there's very possibly an aspect of unrequited love in this situation, and that's the tower. Like revealing the truth of that situation or bringing it to an end, addressing it, letting that tower fall where things are not aligned or they're unfulfilled in an unrequited situation or a karmic love situation. And even if the person is confident about the road ahead, there's still a level of grief that comes along with making a shift from one relationship to another, or one lifestyle to another, or ending a connection in some way. So that's something to keep in mind as well if that resonates with the message. Imagine coral rays shining out of your heart, allowing more flow and synchronicity into your life. See or sense yourself stepping on the coral road that leads you onto the right path. In this vibration, things happen easily in synchronistic ways. Say, my life is easy and full of synchronicity. I follow the most divine path for me. Anytime you have to make a new decision and need some extra help, visualize stepping on the coral path. Yeah, this Page of Cups has a decision to make. And making that decision moves him into that mature King of Cups energy that then sets off the lightning that strikes and takes down this tower of lies and falsehoods and unfulfillment and unrequited love. Then we got gray. And it says gray identifies blockages in your body or aura, providing information about your mental, emotional, and physical state. Use gray to give you an alternative point of view and provide you with strength when dealing with challenging situations that you feel are hopeless. The gray ray is a magnifying glass to block areas in your body. Visualize or sense a gray ray, then ask it to assist you with scanning your body for any dysfunctions. Use it to bring any blockages or stuckness in your body into your awareness. I told you that awareness is important. And so this is someone on a journey to becoming more aware of what needs to be healed within them. That humility that we talked about with Thor, that's the only way you're gonna be aware, because otherwise when somebody try to tell you something about yourself, or when the divine try to show you something about yourself through experiences and moments of reflection and stuff, if you're not humble enough and you so in your ego, you're not gonna be able to receive it. And that's the shit that has been keeping a lot of people stuck up to this point, because they're not humble enough to take heed to those things that try to bring a certain level of awareness to them so that they can grow and expand and elevate. This is close your eyes, place your attention inside your body, ask the gray ray to circle any area that needs help and bring that area into your conscious awareness. Become aware if any part of your body looks or feels like it's gray. Once you've identified the blockages in your body, ask that part of your body what color would be helpful in healing it. Then bathe it with that particular ray. Observe as grayness leaves your body and is replaced by vibrant rays of color, and say, Divine Intelligence, please release all stuckness and limitation from my life so I can welcome freedom, creativity, and well-being. Somebody is going through a awakening by way of their heart chakra opening and having love for someone or something. It's going to bring more laughter and joy into this individual's life with this apricot rejoice and laugh. A more light-hearted, healing energy that allows more flow and synchronicity in this individual's life. But it's also going to point them to clarity. And underneath gray, you have purple, deep mental clarity, represented by the number 39, which breaks down to a 12, which is all about getting out of your comfort zone. So where you once weren't clear about where you need to be healed, you're getting healed, and it's going to help build your confidence with the color cyan, and it's also going to help you attract what? Victory, success. This is just the beginning. At the bottom of the deck, you have blossom in abundance. And I said that this energy was screaming sacral chakra activation. And what we got? Sacral chakra. Archangel Ariel. So you all may want to work with Archangel Ariel as well. The abundance that you seek, the happiness, the joy, the fulfillment, it's going to require that some towers fall. It's going to require a certain level of maturity, and you come face to face with what you're needing to heal. And I'm willing to bet you money that I ain't got to give that one of the things that needs to be healed and worked on is your heart. But there's already a heart chakra healing and awakening taking place, because it's this love of the Page of Cups who's evolving into the King of Cups that is setting all of this in motion in the first place. So Gemini, I hope this found you well. If it did not find you well, I hope it left you well. If something resonated in the message, feel free to hit me up down in the the comment box, and let me know. I love responding to you all's comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, share the video with someone whom you feel may enjoy it. You know, sharing is caring, honey. If you're local, I'm having a summer solstice picnic and panel that you are more than welcome to join me for. I have a panel of 3 dynamic women, and we'll be talking about a myriad of high vibrational things. The flyer is on the community board, and tickets are on sale. So that's going to be on Sunday, June 23rd from 1 to 4 p.m. If you'd like to donate to the channel, that information is in the description box below. And into that, with that being said, y'all, until next time, peace.